People, we are finally going live after some tech glitches. I've been trying to go live for the last 10 minutes, but it just won't let me. Tech always gets in the way. Now, give me a few minutes as I share this link everywhere. And in the meanwhile, as you join in live, please in the comment box, let me know who's joining live and where you're from, okay? Just let me know where you're joining in from and of course your name. And let me share this. Okay, so who's joining us live? Please let me know in the comment box. And let me know what your questions around opt-ins are. Okay, just one more minute, ladies. I'm just updating the links everywhere because, well, Facebook decided not to let me go live with the earlier link I had shared. And, okay, time to go live, time to get started. Who's with me? Please raise your hand and let me know in the chat box. Okay, yes. So today we are going to talk about your opt-ins or your freebie. Now, if you've been in the online space for any amount of time, you know how important email marketing is, and of course, well, your freebie, because that's the dangling carrot, that's the little bit of a little bribe or little gift we give people to sign up for our email list so that we can continue having that conversation with them. Are you with me? Okay, now sometimes Facebook goes crazy with the comments. So give me a minute to also check the comments in. As you join in, please let me know where you're joining in from. And okay. Hey Santoshi, thanks for joining us live. Okay, so let me just quickly test the comment. Awesome. So how to craft the perfect freebie. If you've been in the online space a while, hey Santoshi, thanks for joining us live. In the online business space, everyone keeps talking about opt-ins and freebies and how you need to create this kind of opt-in or that kind of opt-in and all the craziness. So before we jump all in, can you let me know, A, have you created an opt-in before? And B, what's your biggest struggle with your opt-ins? And I will try to answer that during the course of this live training. Okay, so Santoshi, let me know, have you created opt-ins before? And what are your issues? What are your questions around opt-ins? Now, today we're going to start with a quick introduction to make sure that you and I are both on the same page. And then I'm going to jump into the 5 most expensive mistakes that people make around their opt-ins. And why am I going to share mistakes? Because, well, you know, it's important for us. I can keep telling you that this is the way to do it and you should do it that way and you should do it some other way. But it doesn't quite register until you know what to watch out for and what the pitfalls are. So we're going to start with that. And then we're going over to the 5 steps to actually create the perfect freebie. Now, I'll be using the word freebie and opt-in interchangeably. Okay, a freebie can be anything from for ebook or a video or an audio. or something that you're giving away for free in exchange for people's email address. Then I'm going to share a very special offer, webinar only offer for people who are joining us live today. Towards the end, we will jump into some live hot seat coaching around your opt-ins. So if you've been struggling with your opt-in, make sure to stay till the end, because that's when we'll have some live hot seat coaching. I haven't put a time limit to this, so I am available to help you nail your opt-ins. Santoshi says she's just created one. It was a challenge around confidence. Okay, awesome, Santoshi. And if you have questions, post them into the comment box. I will answer them as we go along. Everyone, as you're joining in, let us know A, where you're from, B, what your opt-ins were about, and any questions around opt-ins. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Richa Jain, and this was supposed to be a presentation with my video on it, so you could actually see how weird I look, but tech decided not to cooperate. So yes, I'm weird like that. Like I said, my name is Richa Jain. I'm a business strategist, and in the past I have worn many hats. I've been a web developer, I've been a copywriter, I have been a techie, I have worked in corporate software for semiconductor software for 14 years. I have 2 tech patents to my name. I'm a bit of a spiritual maverick, etc., etc. And I run a global business sitting in a corner of India. All of my clients are located abroad, about 60%, 50% in the US, 20% in Europe, and another 30% in Australia. So I really work with international clients sitting in a corner of India. I have a few very core beliefs that I hold on to very strongly, and I teach my clients that as well. I believe in combining your passion with your purpose, something that's beyond making money, to create actual profits in your business. I love keeping things simple. I teach concepts and principles, not short-term tactics and strategy. And I strongly believe in the feminine principles of doing business, aka flow and not hustle, and connection and service rather than pushy sales and marketing. So that's what all of my free webinars are about. That's what all of my courses are about. And that's what I help one-on-one clients with. Okay. So in case that wasn't clear, let me get this clear. This webinar is for women solopreneurs, heart-centered women solopreneurs who want to create an online business while helping other people in some way or the other. They are in business, yes, a big part of business is making money, but there has to be some other purpose behind your business, especially to get you through those crazy tough times, right? So if this is not you, if you're not looking to create an online business, if you are not looking to be a force for good in this world, if you're out to make a quick buck, then my way of working may not resonate with you. And that's perfectly fine. There are other people who do that kind of stuff. I don't. Okay. So now that, okay, Santoshi asks, no clients in India, not many entrepreneurs or online business coaching. So Santoshi, yes, I don't have clients in India. In the early days I used to, and it didn't quite work out well for me. It's simply because the world of online business or service-based online businesses hasn't yet caught up in India. Very, very few people are aware of what it could be, of whether it is possible, and how to go about it. Heck, even internet connections are not very stable here at times. So yeah, the awareness isn't there, and I decided not to break my head over it. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, and you're certain that yes, you resonate with my style of working and teaching, let's jump on to the real thing about what this webinar is all about. Okay, so the real purpose of opt-ins and freebie. If you look, do a Google search about opt-ins and freebies, and you will find hundreds of articles and maybe a couple of videos about list building. And people will teach you how to write the right headlines to double your email, to double your list, or how to create how to create a freebie to triple your email list, or how I went from 0 to 1,000 on my email list in 10 days. You will find all kinds of things like that. Somehow, Santoshi, can you confirm you can see my cursor, please? So I know you guys can see what I'm pointing at. So somehow most of the online business world assumes that, hey Nara, thanks for joining, that your opt-in, the purpose of your opt-in is to grow your email list and just your email list, okay? This is what the whole focus is on email list building. But really, what is the purpose of your email list? If you can step back further into it, the whole purpose is to get paying clients. That's why you're building an email list in the first place, right? So that you can sign up paying clients for your services, for your courses and programs. So why the short-term focus on email list, on just building your email list? Well, because it's much more easier and much more tangible thing to sell. And people love tactics, people love quick wins. Signing up paying clients is a bit harder, and no one can really guarantee you that. Right? So you won't find a lot of courses and programs saying, I will help you sign up 20 clients in 10 days. There will be very few who promise and can actually deliver that. But today I want to talk about how you can skip the hoopla about just building your email list and create the kind of opt-ins that help you build a client list. Make sense? They are somewhat related, but there is a certain alignment that's required to go from one to the other. And I'm going to show you that missing piece. Make sense, ladies? If you agree or disagree with me, please share it in the chat box and let me know you're still with me. Because I'm really, really wary of tech this morning. I spent 15 minutes, before going live, I spent 15 minutes suddenly with Facebook refusing to stream, then my streaming server refusing, blah, 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 blah. So yes, please let me know you're still with me. Okay. And Santoshi says, bingo, yes, client list, not just an email list. Absolutely, that's the core of it. So I would like, for those of you watching this, please, please, please keep that in mind. It's not about just building an email list. I know so many people who have an email list of thousands and yet struggle to find paying clients. You want to focus on being able to get paying clients sooner rather than later. Yes, I know a lot of you work from your heart and you're driven by a larger purpose, and you love sharing freebies with people. You love sharing information with your tribe. You love helping people for free. And that's okay. You can continue building your email list. But at some point of time, you have to also look at the monetary aspect and start signing up paying clients. That's what we're going to focus on today. Okay? So now, when everything that I'm going to teach in this webinar or this masterclass are concepts and principles that apply to whatever type of opt-in you choose. An opt-in or freebie can be a simple PDF, it can be an ebook, a workbook, or a template. It can be an audio download, it can be a video, single video, it can be a video series, a webinar, masterclass, challenge, anything. There are multiple ways to create opt-ins. And which kind of opt-in to create? Well, that depends on what you want to deliver, what's the end result you want to help people achieve, and the level of engagement you want to have with them. We'll get back to that in a while. But before we get into what kind of opt-in you should create, let's take a look at the most common mistakes and really the most expensive. Okay? Are you guys with me? Who wants to learn more about this so that you can avoid these mistakes? Learn from other people's experience so, you don't have to go through these yourself. Please don't. Okay? The most common mistake is giving too much too soon. In this day and age, people have very short attention spans. No one wants to spend 2 hours reading through a 100-page document. A freebie or an opt-in is meant to be a quick win, something that they can download, something that they can get access to immediately, learn something from, and take that first step on their journey. Okay, I'm going to use If you look at the starting point where they are at right now, and let's call that point A, and their end goal, the end result that they want, or the transformation that you help them through, let's call that point Z. Okay, so the A to Z journey, let's say you help people get from point A to point Z. In your freebie, if you try to deliver everything from point A to point Z, chances are it's going to be an information overload, it's going to lead to confusion and chaos. And because you're not there to personally hold their hand, they are likely to tune out. They're likely to get overwhelmed and tune out and give up. You don't want that happening. Your role as the expert is to hold their hand through that transformation. And there's only so much you can deliver in a freebie or an opt-in, and there's only so much that they can absorb. It's like telling someone, okay, since I'm Indian, I'm going to take, let's say you want to teach someone how to make a fantastic, yummy Indian curry, and you give them something like this. Okay, you give them an ebook which has the ingredients, spattered, different ingredients mentioned on different pages, and no clear step-by-step process, and it lists 50 different spices. It gives you this image and says, use all of these spices, and then the recipe says, throw in some cinnamon, throw in some this, and people will be confused. When you look at this image, you don't get a clear picture of what the spices are, which order you're supposed to put them in. And what are you supposed to do with all of these spices? It's confusing, right? How many of you can look at this image and come up with a recipe or figure out what to make of these spices? Can anyone do that? Is it easy? I'm guessing not. Instead, keep it really, really simple. If you're providing them a recipe, give them the list of ingredients up front. Keep it simple, not like 30 ingredients. If you put up a recipe with 30 or 40 ingredients, no one is going to really make it. Keep it simple, 4 or 5 ingredients, clear steps on how to use those ingredients and how to actually make that thing. Okay. When you get a recipe like this versus a recipe like this, which do you think is easier to cook with? Which will make it easier for you to actually make that curry? Any guesses, people? I'm guessing the simpler one. Same thing holds for your opt-in. Don't try to cram in too much into an ebook or a meditation or a video. Keep it simple. Okay. The second most common mistake is not having a clear goal. People create opt-ins because we are told to create opt-ins. Everyone says you need to have an opt-in and a landing page. Oh my God, what opt-in should I create? Let me create an opt-in around XYZ. That's how most people get started. Let's take the example of food again. So if you haven't really thought about what kind of food you want to make or what kind of dish you want to make, and you go to the market and you see all of these options, what's going to happen? Then you're going to go into overwhelm, or you're going to pick up random stuff which you may or may not be able to combine into a good dish. But in comparison, if you had a clear goal that, hey, you know what? I want to make this type of Italian pasta. Okay, then you would go to the market, and when you see these lentils and other things, you won't buy them. You will hop over to the section which has rosemary and thyme and oregano and those kind of herbs, right? Because you know what you want. Same thing with your freebie or your opt-in. If you do not have a clear goal of what do you want to lead, what is the next step after your opt-in? After downloading your opt-in, do you want people to sign up for a free discovery call with you, or book a single session with you, or go check out your course or program, or something else? There has to be a very clear next step. Decide that first. Decide what is this freebie for, not just what it's going to help your target market achieve, not just what it's going to help the audience achieve, but what is it going to help you achieve? Be clear on that. Okay. So if you decided that you're going to make this kind of curry, then yes, when you go to the market, you need to buy potatoes, you need to buy peas, you need to buy the rice. Clear? Are you guys still with me? It's only 8 a.m. in the morning out here, but you can see I love food. Yeah. The third most common mistake is not having a direct path. Look at this picture for a minute. Do you see that winding road? It's a beautiful place. I mean, gorgeous blue waters, lovely hills. If your opt-in is right down here, this is the landing jetty for the boat. The boat comes and land here, and there is this place. And when people land here, it's really impossible for them to figure out or to imagine that the resort or the hotel is way over here at the top of the mountain. They just see, okay, there is a little road. Maybe I should go up that, maybe not. Should I go this way or that way? They're confused. The same thing with your opt-in. If there is no direct path from the freebie that you're offering to the service or program that you want to sell, then you're going to be in trouble. Why? Because yes, people will download the opt-in, they will learn something from it, and they will say, okay, thank you, bye-bye, and off we go. Because they cannot see the next step, they do not know the next step, or it's not a direct step. For example, in the early days, one of my freebies, one of my opt-ins was a SEO guide, a guide to SEO. Because hey, when you're in online business, you will need to learn and understand about SEO at some point or the other. And since I was a techie and since I understood it, and I had a lot of people asking about it, I went ahead and created a free ebook for it where I simplified it, gave all the steps, etc. And in a few days, in about 2 weeks, I think a few hundred people signed up for that ebook without me having to promote it. Except that none of them became paying clients. Why? Because I don't offer SEO services. I offer business consultation, I offer website consultations, I help with the tech, etc. But I don't do SEO. And yet, because I understood it and because my audience needed it, I went ahead and created that opt-in, but it was not an opt-in that had a clear path to my services or my offerings. Okay, it would have been better if I just created a blog post about it rather than a full ebook. Make sense? Okay, how many of you have done something like this, created an opt-in or a freebie that does not directly lead to your services? Whether you're watching live or on replay, please, if you've done this, raise your hand, let me know in the comment box. Have you created an opt-in that doesn't directly lead to your services? In comparison, if you'd created an opt-in like this, you see this road? It's a straight road. Okay, so if they sign up for your opt-in here, right, at this first windmill, they have to follow this certain path, and they come to the second windmill, which is one of your lower price services. And they go further ahead, they come across this third windmill, which is a higher price service or product that you offer, etc., etc. So there's a very clear path. It's the next logical step. After they download your freebie, the next logical step is to sign up for this whatever service or preferably a lower price service or product. Okay, and then the next one, and then the next one. So you've created a clear path for them. They don't have to think, they don't have to wander around, they don't have to struggle. You've created a clear direct path for them. This is one of the most important things that people miss out, is having a direct path for people who sign up to your freebie. Tell them the next step and the next step and the next step and help them through that journey. Make sense? You guys still with me? Shall we move on to the next one? Yes? Okay. The fourth one, 80% creation and 20% promotion. That's how most people split their energy. They spend a whole lot of time figuring out the right photos and the right colors and the right fonts for their ebook, for their landing page, and creating this beautiful ebook or this beautiful video, probably hiring a professional videographer and things like that. And once they have that freebie, they're so tired, so exhausted, so worn out with the creation itself that they spend very little time in comparison in the promotion. That's like creating a beautiful work of art and hiding it in your bedroom cupboard. You with me? How many of you are guilty of this? That you love creating stuff, you create a ton of wonderful stuff for your audience, but when it comes to the promotion, you kind of fizzle out, either because you're an introvert like me or because of whatever other reasons. You're just not comfortable promoting yourself, you think you're doing too much already, etc. Whatever it may be, if you create something beautiful, something that will really, really help your audience, your tribe, and you don't promote it, you are doing them a disservice. And posting it on Facebook like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times is not enough promotion, because when you post something on Facebook, only 1 or 2% of the people you're connected to on Facebook actually see it. So you may have 1,000 friends or 1,000 likes on your page, but when you post something, on an average 10, maybe 50, maybe 100 max will see it. And when I say see it, I mean glance through it, because Facebook registers impressions first, right? So please reverse that model. Keep in mind that whatever amount of time and energy you spend in the creation, spend 4x, 4 times that in the promotion. It's a crime to create something that can help people and then leave it lying on your hard drive somewhere. You're doing a disservice to your audience by not promoting it, by not letting them access the transformation that you can help them through. Remember this 20-80 rule. It should be a 20% on creation and 80% on promotion. Promotion should always be 4, if not 5 or 10 times the amount of energy you spent in creating it. Create it once, spend more time and energy in getting it out there into the world, into the hands of the people who need it. Make sense? Yeah? Okay. I'm not going to dwell on it. I myself am guilty of this. As an introvert, as a Virgo, I have a tough time promoting myself and my work. I can talk about anything else under the sun, but not myself and my work. So I totally get this one. The next one is going silent. So you create an awesome freebie, people download it, and then you go silent. You don't stay in touch with them over email. And this again is so common. People will set up one autoresponder email to deliver the free ebook or video or something. And because they don't want to feel spammy, because they don't want to be seen as promoting it, as pushing it, they will not send out emails for the next couple of weeks, or just not set up any other emails after that. That's like going on a first date, having a really good first date, and then you don't call back. How would that feel? If you were on the receiving end, if you go on a great first date with a guy, things look promising, and then he doesn't call back, and you're like, okay, he vanished into thin air. That's how your prospective clients feel. That's how your email subscribers feel when you deliver an awesome opt-in or freebie, something that helps them take that first step, something that helps them get started, something that makes them feel good about themselves, and then they don't hear back from you for weeks. Okay? How does that feel? Not good. So don't do that to your subscribers. Don't do that, please. Instead, continue the conversation. When you set up your freebie, don't just set up one autoresponder email, set up a few. In my content bootcamp and the more bootcamp, I give a sequence. I give a sequence of 4 emails. The first one that sent out 24 hours later should be, hey, did you get a chance to go through this? If not, here's a direct link again to this ebook. Go check it out and let me know how it makes you feel or how it helps you. Okay. The second one, okay, so you tried that out. Did you feel this way? Right? Great. Yes. Awesome. Are you ready for the next step? If yes, I would like to invite you to either sign up for a discovery call or go check out my program, or whatever it is, the next step that you want them to take. So second, 48 hours later, another mail, say 3 or 4 days after they download it, to say, have you thought, so you learned this in my freebie, but now are you ready for the next step? Yes, you could try doing it all alone, but chances are that your willpower will wear thin, or you might stumble across ABC. And that's exactly what I help people with in my program dash dash dash. Click here to find out more details about it. So you're continuing the conversation. Some Not all of your emails have to be pitch emails. You can, if they don't buy in those 3 or 4 emails, move them onto your main email list and send them regular juicy stuff. Send them your blog post every week, send them a video or something else that helps them along that path or helps them along that journey. Continue the conversation, stay in touch. It's the same thing as a date or meeting a new friend. If someone doesn't call you back after the first meeting, you're not going to like it. Same thing with your audience. So keep that conversation going. Don't vanish into thin air. Okay, so those were, I see that I'm going a bit slow and we need to speed up. So that was about the 5 more common mistakes. I want you to look back and reflect over which ones of those are you guilty of. And if you haven't committed those mistakes, I'm so thrilled for you. High five, thumbs up. You're freaking awesome. But if you have, learn from these mistakes. Don't do them yourself. Don't fall into that trap. Okay. Now, learning from this, what is the best way to actually create the kind of opt-ins that helps you lead up to paying clients, that helps you convert warm leads to paying clients? Shall we jump in? Okay. Start with deciding the end goal. What's the purpose of this opt-in? Who is it for? How will you deliver it to them? And how will you convert them? That is, how will you take them? What is, you remember this windmill thing? What is going to be their journey from here, from your freebie to your first offer to your second offer? That's called the customer journey. Map it out in your head. How are you going to take them through that conversation? Okay. Now, this is the most difficult part of it, and this is where most people stumble. Getting the clarity to decide what is the end goal of their opt-in, who is it for, etc., etc. People want to create an opt-in that is for everyone. They want to create an opt-in that will take them through the entire A to Z journey. That's something that's for everyone isn't really for anyone. You don't want to get into, do you want to be Walmart or do you want to be, damn, why can't I think of the name of any high-end store? Decide who you want to be. Do you want to be for the masses or do you want to be for a specific set of people delivering a specific solution? Once you're clear on the end goal of what journey you want to take them through, then decide your 5%. The thing about an opt-in, like I said earlier, is that it has to give people a quick win. If your opt-in requires them to jump through 50 hoops or spend 60 days of work preparing for it, then people are going to give up in between. They're not going to carry through to the end. If your entire business, if your entire service is about helping people from point A to point Z, then your opt-in should take them on the first 5% of that journey. Okay. Decide what's going to be your 5% and how can you make it really easy for them to achieve that 5%, to take that step and achieve that 5%. Why do you want to give them a quick win? Well, to help them know that yes, it is possible. To give them a taste of what that transformation would be like. Because more often than not, when people don't sign up for your services or for your program, yes, it may be because they don't know you well enough, but more than that, it is often because they don't trust themselves. They don't trust that they can make it through that journey. They don't trust that they can actually achieve that end result. Usually because they have tried other programs or other services that promised them the moon and didn't deliver. So by giving them a 5% win or a quick win, you are helping them believe in themselves. Believe in that, yes, it is possible for them to achieve that result. And that's why this 5% is important. It should be 5% on that journey that you are better qualified to help them through. Okay. Santoshi is asking, after an opt-in download, what is a good time frame to follow up and send them into a new subscriber funnel of emails? Santoshi, depending on what your freebie is and what your audience, who your audience is, and what's the end result, it depends. Different people will tell you different things. But after people sign up for your freebie, okay, this question is about continuing the conversation. So after signing up for the freebie, you should at least have 3 to 5 mails with them. The first email after 24 hours, usually a reminder, hey, did you download this or did you take a look at this? If not, go back and check it and let me know how it worked for you. Okay, so first email within 24 hours, second email at the 48-hour mark, third email, say 3 or 5 days later. And after that, after you've finished your sequence, then you can move them on to your regular subscriber list, which is where they get the weekly blog post or some other kind of weekly content. Make sense? Okay. So decide your end goal, first step, then be clear on what your 5% is. What is the 5% result you're going to help them through? And how can you make it really easy for them, like paint by numbers? Again, not complicated stuff, not difficult processes where they will require handholding. It should be something easy that they can achieve by themselves without pushing themselves, without having to get in a lot of willpower and things like that. Okay. And then you go and create it, whatever it is, the audio, the video, the PDF. And again, people here forget that it's not about just creating the audio, video, or PDF. There's a lot of other tech that goes along with it. You have to create the landing page and the sign up form. You have to create a thank you or a download page. And you have to create the follow-up emails, at least 3 to 5 emails after they download it. So you need to create all of this. And again, most people spend their time just in this process. They spend months just trying to get this part perfect, when there is a lot of other stuff to do here, right? And in the earlier steps, in the other steps, if you look at it, there is a whole lot of other things you need to do beyond creating your freebie. Once you create it, the next step is, of course, to promote it, to drive traffic to your freebie. And not just any kind of traffic, but warm leads, people who are already interested in that topic, people who eagerly want it, and people who are ready, more readier than others for the next step. For example, that recipe for an Indian curry, if you were to create Facebook ads targeting Indian women, like my mom, with an ad to learn how to make Indian curry, it's not going to work. She already knows how to do it. She's been doing it for 40 years. So she's not interested. And if you target people, say, new college grads or people who are just into college, about how to make Indian curry with a 20-step process and 50 ingredients, again, they are not going to want it. So you have to look at and find people who eagerly want it and people who would be ready for the next step after it. For example, my SEO example, they eagerly wanted something about SEO. And the next step for me was to get them to sign up for my one-on-one services. But they weren't quite ready for it. They wanted someone to help them with SEO, which was not my stuff. Okay, so all of this has to fall in place. You have to drive traffic to your opt-in. Not just any kind of traffic, but warm leads. And 5, after people sign up, you have to continue the conversation. You have to ask for that sale. A lot of people in their email follow-up sequence, they will, in email 1, they will add 1 more resource. In email 2, they will add 2 more new resources or blog posts. In email 3, they will add something else. And they continue providing value, which is great for continuing the conversation. Great job. Yes, you are continuing the conversation. But why are you hesitating to ask for the sale? Now, men and women often approach this differently. Men tend to jump in and ask for the sale immediately, without having much of a conversation. And women, well, they keep putting off asking for the sale. They were like, no, it will feel too spammy. I don't want to be sleazy. I don't want to come across as pushy, and all of these things. But here's the thing, someone who downloaded your freebie, someone who downloaded your opt in, is interested in that topic. And ideally, if you've done the promotion right, it is people who are ready for the next step. They are looking for you, they are looking for a solution. They are eagerly looking for someone to help them on that journey. You are doing them a disservice by not standing up and saying, hey, I can help you on that path. I can help you on this journey. I have done this before with so many other clients. I'm good at this. Let me help you. Ask for the sale. And as I think of, it's a bit like, this is a stereotype, yes, but it's a bit like the way men and women approach sex. Men will want to skip the foreplay and just jump into asking for the sale. And women, on the other hand, will go on and on and on about the foreplay and not quite want to get to the end, right? Generalization, but hey, if you get the idea, if it gets the concept across, awesome. So the thing is, you don't want to just keep talking about you just don't want to stay stuck in the foreplay. You also want to make the sale. Remember that. And then circling back to where we started. In all of this, I know we are talking all about opt-ins and freebies, but remember this, that a list is not a business. Clients are your business. Paying clients are what create a business. And your opt-in is just one part of building a business. It's all about making the right offer in the right way to the right people at the right time. There are so many things that come into play. The right offer in the right way to the right people at the right time. And you have to get that, you have to get all of the stars have to align for your opt-in, for people to download your opt-in, and then from there to sign up as paying clients. So the essence of it, the essence of a good opt-in really is understanding your people, and is an understanding your target market, what they want, what their goals and desires are, what are they struggling with, how are they feeling right now, why they want what they want, and how they want to be supported in that journey. Making sense? Now, and yet I find that people, instead of spending time on getting clear on this, they try to create an opt-in that work for everyone, that is generic, that is huge, and will give everyone the entire solution in one step. Not happening. Okay, so we've talked about the 5 mistakes. We've talked about the 5 steps to creating an opt-in. Do you guys have questions? If you shoot them in the comments. Okay. And do you guys see how, yes, while an opt-in is important, it is just the start of the conversation and it is a learning process? Give me a yes or no in the comment box, please. Okay, start posting your questions in the comment box about opt-ins. And with this, with the understanding that building an email list, creating an opt-in is just one part of your business, and understanding your people, being able to give them what they want in the way that they want it at the right time is what this whole business thing is about. That's what the whole process of running a business, of building the business, is all about. And with that, I would like to introduce to you a very, very special program. And this is especially for those of you who have tried a lot of other courses and programs, who have been trying to start your to get your business off the ground for a while now. Okay, you've created freebies, you've created opt-ins, you have been trying this thing for a while now, but you still feel that there's something missing, that there are pieces of the puzzle that are still missing? If yes, I'd like to invite you to work smarter and not harder. Do not spend a lot. Here's the thing, people get stuck in tactics, in chasing shiny objects, in chasing courses and programs that promise them, I will show you how to get 10,000 people onto your email list in 1 month. Those kind of quick fixes rarely ever work. And it's about working smarter, not harder. Working smarter to sign up paying clients sooner rather than later. And if that's what you want, without resorting to sleazy, pushy marketing tactics, then I'd like you to check out the Passion Purpose Profit Incubator. This is a very special incubator or an intimate environment that I've created for smart women solopreneurs to build their online business. You can check out the details at this link. It's a membership program where you get business trainings, much more in-depth business trainings. Like in this webinar, I explained the concepts and the principles behind building a good freebie. Now, inside the Passion Purpose Profit Incubator, there are much more detailed business trainings where I show you, okay, if you want to create an ebook, this is what you got to do. This is what should be on the first page, second page, last page. And here's a template for it. If you want to create a video, this is how to go about doing it. And here are the templates for your email sequence, etc., etc. Step-by-step trainings to teach you not just what to do, but how to do it as well, with templates, with everything listed down clearly for you. So some things are conceptual, some things are practical, how to do it things, and some things are all around mindset. Okay, so detailed business trainings for everything you need, the strategy, the mindset, and the implementation, it's all there. I will show you inside what happens inside it in a little while, in a couple of screens later. We'll also have live group coaching, because when you go through these trainings, you are going to have a lot of questions about how do I apply this to my business? Okay, if this is the concept, if you say that I should have stacked offers, 5 stacked offers, but what should my stacked offers really be? Or if these are the kind of emails I should write, what specifically should I include in email 1 and email 3? Okay, when you do this stuff, questions will come up. And I hate passive courses which give you a whole lot of information and leave you struggling with how to implement it in your business and what's the best way to do it in your business. So inside the incubator, we have monthly live group coaching calls and monthly sprints. Because yes, you can't rely on willpower alone to take all the gorgeous business training and implement it. Life happens. Most of us have families and kids and a billion other things to take care of. And well, along with working with clients, that leaves very little time to actually work on building your business, to look at the back end of your business, to actually step back and think about what kind of opt-in, what kind of services, what kind of pricing. So every month we'll have sprints, short 1-week bursts to help you get things done. For example, the sprint for next month, for February, is on freebies and funnels. How to create the right opt-in, what should your opt-in be? Should it be a PDF, audio, video, etc.? What should it be? How to create it? What emails to write after that? So the lessons on how and what to do will be there in the business training section. And over 5 days, I will help you actually create that stuff for your business. Okay, we will have live calls where I will review people's freebies and show you how to improve them, or I'll review your emails and show you how to do that. And that, I think, is the most powerful part of it. Getting doing it with the group, having a group of people, a group of women in a similar situation, go through this process together, having that momentum, and then getting your stuff reviewed live, getting live real-time feedback, that is really priceless. We will also have a private Facebook community where you can ask me all your questions, as well as get feedback from other members, monthly expert trainings, and if you sign up for the VIP level, you will also get one-on-one coaching and a special mastermind group with up 8 to 10 women. Okay, so everything that you could need to really, really grow your business, I've brought it all together in one place. This is the kind of support I wish I had when I had started, instead of having to go through, dozens of different kinds of programs. How does this sound to you guys? Does it sound like the kind of support you would need? Does it sound like the kind of support you're looking at? Let me know. Share in the comments. Okay, link in the comments. Give me a minute. Yes. Okay, I just posted the link in the comments as well. Go check it out. It's thericherjane/PPP. Okay, Passion, Purpose, Profit Incubator. This is an ongoing membership program specifically for women entrepreneurs, for women solopreneurs, so that you're not struggling to build your business alone. The monthly sprints, this is the list of monthly sprints I have planned, but note that there might be changes depending on what the members ask for. February is focused on creating your freebies and funnels, like I just explained earlier. While you will have the lessons available during freebie all the time, February, I will specifically guide you through the process, review your work, and give you feedback. March is all focused on list building. That's how to drive quality traffic to your freebie and funnel. April is about refining your core offers in order to reach your income goals. Because you could keep trying to sell single sessions and keep coming up with different kinds of single sessions, etc. But selling single sessions at $100 an hour or $100 a session is not going to help you meet a 5-figure monthly income goal. So we'll talk about stacked offers and how to structure your offers in order to really meet your income goals. May is all about branding and creating an online presence, reviewing your branding in all the different ways that you show up online. June is about getting fully booked, how to get fully booked, especially with high-end clients, by mastering soulful sales conversations. All these details are on the sales page itself, the link that I just shared, so you can go and check it out later. But you get the idea. These are things that you need to do in order to grow your business. And you could try doing it all alone. You have been trying that for a while. And if it's not working out for you, something needs to change. The incubator is one way to get the support that you need. Now, business trainings include all of this stuff. Let me show you the inside of the train. So these are the trainings we already have inside the incubator. The program itself is hosted on Teachable, and we have lessons for, this is the course about creating a profitable online business with a whole bunch of videos, creating an online presence, your branding, copy, and website. Everything is in there. Next week, I'll be adding videos on how to create more details videos about your email list, etc. Let me just show you. Sorry, I wanted to show you the list of courses, that is the list of trainings that will be available. So the first course is about building a profitable online business, then creating an online presence. And this part, which will be available, course trainings will be available next week onwards, is about online marketing. $0 Facebook marketing, email marketing, this is the stuff we spoke about today, creating your content marketing, blogs, videos, podcasts, every single thing. How to create your funnels so that, have some kind of automation set up for you, and how to bring it all together in a comprehensive marketing system. Then the next step in online marketing, how to leverage growth, everything from how to run webinars, 3-part video series, masterclasses, summits, etc., etc. Everything is all in there. creating and marketing your first course. Again, a full set of trainings available for how to create and launch your first course. Plus a bit about all the tech behind your business, all the tech tools that you need, how to create different kinds of content, etc., etc. All of that information there for you, training available on tap. The best part is that it's a membership program. Okay, in that you need a specific training, sign up, go get that training. For example, let's say in April you want to launch a course, jump in, sign up for that month, go and create your course, and when you're done with it, you can just log out or unsubscribe. You're done. But while you are in there, you will get access to all of the trainings, you will get access to all of the support. And now it was going to be launched for $79, but for those of you on the webinar and those of you watching live, I have a very, very special offer. You can sign up for $49 a month only. Yes, only 49 USD a month. And the best part, like I said, take what you need. Each of you are at different stages of your business. Each of you needs slightly different kind of support and information. And though I suggest you start with the basics of clarifying your niche, figuring out how to package your expertise, how to price it, what kind of sales approach do you want. But if you've already done that and you're ready for the next step, just jump on to the later courses. Just jump in to, okay, you want to understand more about email marketing? Go here. You want to know how to run a webinar? Go here. You can jump into whatever part that you want, take that, and be done with it. So you have access to everything you could possibly need. You can go in and take whatever you want at whatever point of time, and you can be supported in the process through our support community, through a private Facebook group, through our group coaching calls. And if you sign up for the VIP, okay, like I mentioned, there are 2 levels where you get access to all the trainings, the expert sessions, the monthly sprints, the group coaching programs, everything, not for 79, but for 49 if you sign up during this, for the first 10 spots, or if you sign up during this live, whichever comes first. If you haven't already, go check out the detailed page here. And if you have any questions about the program, share them in the comment box. Happy to answer all of your questions. There is a VIP level, the inner circle, which includes everything here, plus a laser sharp one-on-one coaching session each month. And you will also be split up into smaller groups of up 8 to 10 women for extra support and accountability. And we will have twice a month mastermind sessions for your pod. Okay, this is for those who want that extra level of support and accountability. So each month I will track your progress. We will set goals. I will track your progress and I will help you through the process. Okay, and while for the first 10 people, or while we're on this call, you can sign up for only $49 a month. That's about 68 Australian dollars, which if you look at it is less than the price of a daily cup of coffee at your favorite coffee shop. I'm not saying that you should give up your favorite cup of coffee, but it is less than the price of your coffee. What a better way to build your business. Awesome world-class business training at a super affordable price. This is my commitment to helping more women gaining that financial independence by growing their online business. I'm a single mom in India. The only reason I was able to create this kind of lifestyle for myself and my son was because a few years ago I decided to create an online business. You can read more about my journey here at the bottom of the page. But the freedom that my business gives me to be there for my son during school holidays, to travel with him all over the world, to work with women from all across the world is something that a job or even a regular business would not afford. And the independence and the freedom this makes possible for me, I want to help support more women all over the world achieve that. That's why I've created this incubator, and that's why I've priced it super, super affordable. Go check it out. And if you have any questions, post them in the comments. Okay. Okay. Who wants that? That's all I had to say about this program. If you have any questions, please share them in the comment box. Happy to answer any questions. Most of the details are on, all of the details, in fact, are on this page. You can go check it out. You can go check out what clients say about working with me, the kind of impact I've helped them create, the kind of results I've helped them get. You can go check that all out there. I've answered some of the most common questions, like, will it help if I haven't yet started my business? Yes, it's designed to help walk you through every step of the process, every step of the journey from 0 to 10K months. Even if you've started your business a while ago or you're still getting started, this is for you. But if you want to open an online store or sell products, this is not for you. Okay? And yes, this program is only for women. Women who want to run a service-based business, because the kind of obstacles that women face while creating an online business are very, very different from what men face. And the way women work is different as compared to how men work. I have done dozens of courses in the online business space. I have learned from some of the best internet marketers, and I know that a lot of what they teach does not work for us as women. And that's why I've created this program, to help other women achieve the kind of freedom and independence that only an online business can offer. So go check it out. If you have questions, post in the comment box. And okay, that's enough about me and this program. I'm an introvert and a Virgo, and I hate talking about myself, so you can imagine how hard this was for me. But coming back to this, questions. Unfortunately, I cannot share the video. I can only share the slides right now. So if you have questions about your opt-ins, again, post them in the comment box below. Happy to help you through. And if you want some live hot seat coaching, raise your hand. Unfortunately, we're not on Zoom, so I can't get you on camera. But if you have questions, post them and we will discuss over chat. Okay, I'm going to stay on for a while longer, so post your questions. Okay, so like I said, this offer is up for the first 10 who sign up. So please go use this coupon code, go check out the details here and use the coupon code PPP49. If you have questions, post them in the comments, and I can't wait to see you guys on the other side. Till next time, keep shining. And now let me go figure out how to get Facebook to respond to me.